My people, do me a favor, hit that like button, please. And if you do, you will automatically be entered to win yourself a set of well-used garden pruners. Everybody needs them, right? Make sure you guys check out DNKKnives.com if you are shopping for a knife. And if you do buy from them, make sure you use this coupon code behind the edge to get yourself 10% off. Also, check out Green Valley Custom Knives. There will be the way to contact them will be in the description, along with a link to Patreon. And that's one way you can support the channel, or you can join the My People channel membership, where you get some perks and stuff. It's nothing crazy, but you get my undying gratitude, and you help the channel get money to buy knives for content, and then knives to give away. I do have a giveaway going on right now, so if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. Go check out that video. Get yourself entered. Today I'm going to do kind of just an update on steel performance on knives I use regularly, kind of how they compare, my thoughts and feelings on these steels. Real quick, I'm testing out microphones, so if you don't mind, not this particular one, I have a couple. If you don't mind, let me know in the comments how it sounds, if it sounds good. If it doesn't, whatever, I will try to tweak it. My wife bought these for me. They're wireless. They're pretty cool. She's a sweetheart. She likes to buy me things, mostly so she doesn't have to have sex with me, which is cool. You know, I get it. All right, here we go. First up, I had to find my notes there. First up is a PSF 27. It's a rare steel that you don't see very often. This is the Bradley Bowie. It is made in Taiwan. PSF 27 is basically a glorified D2 that's just a smidge more stainless, and maybe a better performer. So far, it has done really well for me. I do have a testing video, a light testing video on this, but I put an edge on it. It's about a 800 grit. It looks shinier. It looks way more than 800 grit, but it is not. It's just 800 grit. I stropped it, and I've been using it a little bit at work, but mostly around the yard. I've used it a crap ton around the yard. We've had a lot of storms lately. I've lost a few trees, so I've been just big branches that fall. I'll whack all the small stuff off of it with this, and then put it on a pile to burn. I'm going to wait till this winter to burn though, but anyway, working great, doing very well. I really like this knife. Ergos are fantastic, so I can't complain about the knife at all, and the steel seems to be holding up. I will say, however, when I sharpened it, it sharpened kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It felt weird. It was like sharpening S35 VN, which is one of the reasons I don't like S35 VN, is because of the way it sharpens. But anyway, I'm putting some use to this. It's got some marks on it now, but for all the use that I've put on it, it is doing very well. I need to hurry up. I'm going way too slow. This is going to be an incredibly long video. Next, S35 VN, the steel I was just talking about that I don't particularly care for. This one is on a cold steel American Lawman. The S35 VN is doing quite well. It is a excellent performer. I've sharpened this. No, I have not sharpened this. I think I stropped it. That was it. Been using the crap out of it, mostly at work. It's doing just fine, and I would say it's probably top tier S35. So it's doing quite well. I'm pretty happy with it. Next, its little brother, S30V. S30V is, especially in Spyderco, an excellent steel. And I would have to say that Spyderco does the best S30V I've ever used. Better than Benchmade, better than anybody else that I'm aware of or ever used. They do such a good job with it. I'm going to probably get one of the Military 2 models that just came out It is an S30V. I was going to wait and see, you know, grab one of the Sprints whenever it came out. But I have no problem with S30V. It is grossly underrated. And most people, day to day, general EDC use, is not going to be able to tell the difference between S30V and 20CV. They're just not. If you think I'm wrong there, prove it. Because, you know, most people are not going to be able to tell the difference. It sharpens easily. It holds up very well. Corrosion resistant. It's great, especially in a Spyderco. All right, next, K390, my personal favorite steel. I use this more than any other steel, period. Maybe the 15V has been getting a lot of use lately, but K390 is just an absolute beast of a performer. It'll rust by looking at it, but otherwise it does fine. So you can see where I do the slow roll to open the knife. It's got I guess from the sweat from my hands, it's starting to discolor there. Can't really get it to focus, I apologize. Anyway, I used the crap out of it. I've only sharpened this knife one time and stropped it one time, and the edge is absolutely bananas. Yeah, use it every day, nearly every day. So, absolute top performer. As far as I'm aware, there's only a couple companies using K390, and Spyderco is by far the most prominent. If you don't like the big knife with the Police 4, there's crap tons of other models that use the K390, and I know most of them, actually all of them I believe, are backlocks. A lot of people don't like that, but it is a strong lock. It is fidgety enough to get you by, but if you just want a solid performer, you're absolutely not going to go wrong with K390, and this K390 in particular is spot on. Next, it's ugly cousin, 15V. I cannot say anything bad whatsoever about the steel. It's actually, it's not stainless, but I have no patina whatsoever. I sharpened this knife one time. I stropped it just for shits and giggles because it did not need it. But I did it anyway because I'm a psychopath. And there is zero sign of use. And I've used the absolute fire out of it. And you cannot tell at all. There's no microchipping, no little bump on the edge. You know how you feel it after you use the crap out of a knife. You'll feel a couple little bumps on it. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It is like it's brand new and never been used. And I wish I had on film all the use I've put this knife through. Just like the K390, there is... It's phenomenal. Excellent stuff. I'm going to continue to keep updating this steel because it may surpass the K390. The only reason I'm not going to say that is because I've just had so much more experience with the K390 to the tune of years. So, next and last, two different examples of 20CV from two different companies. One American, one from Taichung, Taiwan. To be completely honest, I've used the Subvert much more than the TRM, but both seem to be doing just fine, and honestly, I can't tell a difference between the two as far as the steel performance itself. Now, they have wildly different geometries, so I'm very much aware they're going to cut completely differently, but I feel no bumps or rolls, or actually I do. I feel a little one right there, which is nothing. I can bang it out really easy with a touch-up. And that's probably the other day I was cutting banding from at work, and I was cutting a crap ton of zip ties, so that's probably where that came from. Or when I was opening something, I hit a staple or hit concrete or whatever. I do so much different cutting, there's no telling really, but zero bumps or rolls or anything on the TRM. I'm not using the crap out of this though, so just to be fair, you know that, because I'm going to give this away in the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So I'd like for it to be at least halfway new whenever somebody gets it. Now I could have did tons of other steels. S45 from Chris Reeves. I got other 20 CV from Spyderco. ZDP, Nitro V. I could have done a ton of them, but I didn't because I didn't want this video to be super long. But I may just do a separate video talking about how those steels have been performing. I have zero complaints at all with any of these steels, except for maybe the sharpening was a little odd on the PSF 27, and I don't know any other way. It felt soft whenever I was sharpening it, but it absolutely is not, because I've used the crap out of this thing, and I mean a lot, and it is blazing sharp. And I've not done anything else to it since I sharpened it. So who knows? Could just be me in my head. I'm a psychopath sometimes, so who knows? All right, guys, that's all I got for you. Make sure you check out all the small channels out there that are putting out awesome content. They just need a little love and a like, and maybe a subscribe. Also, please don't forget to let me know how the microphone sounds to you on the other end of this video in the description there, please. If you feeling froggy, check out this video that just popped up over there. If you're not subscribed, hit this thing over here that says subscribe. Make sure you're good to each other, love each other, and remember, life is short, so don't be a dumb cunt. Later.